Men over 60. The 3 essential vitamins for energy, performance and vitality. Intro and hook. You know, the feeling your mind is writing checks that your body just can't cash. Your brain says, let's go, but your body hits you with a firm, nope, not today. It's looking at the lawn that needs mowing and legitimately thinking, maybe tomorrow. It's wanting to get down on the floor and build that Lego tower with your grandkids, but you hesitate because you're not entirely sure you can get back up without an action plan. This isn't just getting older. This is a thief. It's stealing your energy, robbing you of your drive, and quietly chipping away at the guy you've always been. It creeps into everything: your daily performance, your confidence, even your most private moments. You feel like you're running on a low battery, and a full night's sleep doesn't seem to recharge it anymore. It's that slow fade that so many guys over 60 are just told to accept that it's normal. But what if that's not the whole story? What if this feeling isn't inevitable? What if it's just a sign that your body is crying out for a few critical things it isn't getting anymore? What if you could actually relight that fire? And what if the key wasn't some miracle cure or a crazy new lifestyle, but 3 essential, often overlooked vitamins? 3 pillars that can help you rebuild your vitality from the ground up. Stick with me, because we're about to break down how you can start taking back control. And it's a lot simpler than you've been led to believe. 1. The foundation of strength and drive. Vitamin D. Let's kick things off with the absolute foundation of male vitality. Vitamin D. We call it the sunshine vitamin. But for men over 60, it's really the strength and drive vitamin. Honestly, it's hard to overstate how critical this one is, because it's tied directly to the biggest issues men face as they age. First, let's talk about raw physical strength and bone health. As we get older, muscle weakness and the risk of osteoporosis get very real. Vitamin D is what allows your body to absorb calcium, the literal building block of your bones. Without enough vitamin D, you could be eating all the right things, but your body just can't use the calcium. This leads straight to weaker bones and a loss of muscle strength, making daily tasks feel heavier and upping the risk of a fall or fracture. But here's the connection that gets missed all the time. Vitamin D is deeply linked to testosterone. Testosterone is the master hormone for men, running everything from muscle mass and energy to your mood and sex drive. Multiple studies have found a clear link between good vitamin D levels and healthy testosterone levels. In fact, some Danish research has suggested that a vitamin D deficiency might directly lower testosterone production. Since testosterone already declines with age, a lack of vitamin D can hit the accelerator on that process, leaving you feeling tired, foggy, and just not yourself. So, a vitamin D deficiency is a 1-2 punch. Your muscles and bones get weaker, and the very hormone that fuels your drive and energy takes a nosedive. So, how do you get more? Sunlight is the most natural way. But let's be real, most of us aren't spending enough time in the sun, especially depending on the weather. You can get some from foods like salmon and fortified milk, but for many men over 60, food alone won't cut it. That's where supplementation goes from being a nice-to-have to a necessity. The National Institute on Aging suggests that men over 70 need at least 20 mcg or 800 IU every day. It's a simple, powerful step to shore up the very foundation of your physical strength and hormonal health. 2. The energy spark plug. Vitamin B12 IF. Vitamin D is the foundation. Think of vitamin B12 as the spark plug for your body's engine. This is the guy responsible for turning the food you eat into actual, usable energy. If you've been fighting that deep, dragging fatigue, the kind that a pot of coffee can't even touch, a B12 deficiency could be the silent culprit. Here's the problem for men over 60. Your body's ability to absorb B12 from food takes a nosedive as you age. B12 is almost exclusively found in animal products like meat, fish, and eggs. But as we get older, our stomach acid changes, and it becomes much harder to pull this vitamin out of the food we eat. So you can be eating a great diet and still become deficient. And what does a B12 deficiency feel like? It's not just being tired, it's mental fog. B12 is crucial for the health of your nerves and brain. When your levels are low, you might notice memory slips, trouble concentrating, or even feel more irritable. Ever walk into a room and completely forget why you went in there? Or feel like your brain is just running a little too slow? A lack of B12 could be part of the reason why. B12's main job in the energy department is to help form healthy red blood cells. Think of these cells as the fleet of delivery trucks, carrying oxygen to every part of your body. When you're low on B12, you can't make enough of these trucks, and everything from your muscles to your brain starts running on fumes. Bringing your B12 levels back up is like making sure those trucks are gassed up and ready to deliver the oxygen your body is desperate for. In fact, the evidence for B12's role in brain health is getting stronger. A large-scale meta-analysis from the Cosmos trial, which looked at over 5,000 people, found that daily multivitamin supplementation, including B12, provided significant memory benefits. The researchers estimated that it could slow down cognitive aging by the equivalent of 2 years compared to a placebo. This shows that B12 isn't just about physical energy, it's about staying sharp because of the absorption problem. A supplement is often the most direct and reliable way for men over 60 to get the B12 they need. It's a straight shot to helping clear that mental fog and getting your engine firing on all cylinders again. CTA call to action now. Before we get to our third and final vitamin, the one that acts like a bodyguard for your entire system, I'd love to hear from you. After hearing about vitamin D and B12, which one hits closer to home? Are you feeling more of that physical drain and lack of drive? Or is it the mental fog and dragging fatigue that's really getting to you? Drop a comment below. It's amazing how much hearing from other guys going through the same thing can help. 3. The Vitality Guardian. Vitamin E. Alright. Our third essential nutrient is vitamin E, and you can think of it as the guardian of your vitality. While vitamin D builds the foundation and B12 lights the spark, vitamin E protects the whole system, especially your circulation, which is the superhighway that delivers energy and nutrients everywhere in your body. Vitamin E's main job is as a powerful antioxidant. The simplest way to think about this is to imagine your body is slowly rusting from the inside out. This process, called oxidative stress, damages our cells, including the delicate lining of our thousands of miles of blood vessels. Over time, that damage makes our arteries stiff and narrow, choking off blood flow. This is where vitamin E comes to the rescue. It helps protect those cells from the rust and plays a role in helping your blood vessels relax and open up, or dilate. And when your blood vessels are open, blood flows freely. Why does that matter so much for performance and vitality? Because pretty much everything you want to do depends on great circulation. Good blood flow is key for physical energy. It makes sure your muscles get the oxygen they need to perform, whether you're at the gym, in the garden, or just taking a walk. In fact, poor circulation is a common cause of muscle fatigue and cramps. It's also critical for your brain. The brain is an oxygen hog, and healthy circulation keeps it well fed, which helps with focus and mental sharpness. And of course, circulation is directly tied to sexual vitality. Healthy blood flow is the absolute cornerstone of male sexual function by helping to keep your blood vessels healthy and flexible. Vitamin E supports this vital part of a man's life while its main job isn't boosting hormones. Vitamin E's powerful support for your entire cardiovascular system helps keep the whole machine running smoothly. You can find vitamin E in nuts, seeds, and spinach, but getting a consistent, powerful dose from diet alone can be tough. A supplement can be a reliable way to hire this guardian to protect your body's vital highways, making sure that energy and life are flowing exactly where you need them most. Conclusion: so, there you have it. Vitamin D, the foundation for your strength and drive. Vitamin B12, the spark plug for your energy and mind. And vitamin E, the guardian for your circulation and vitality. Look, these 3 vitamins aren't a magic pill. They are, however, fundamental building blocks your body desperately needs to run at its best, especially after 60. Fixing a deficiency in just one of them can make a real difference, but tackling all 3 together can create a powerful synergy that supports your entire system. This isn't about trying to feel 25 again. It's about refusing to accept that feeling drained and disconnected is your new normal. It's about being the strongest, sharpest, most engaged version of yourself right now. You have the power to change how you feel. It starts with knowing what your body needs, and it continues with taking action. If this was valuable and gave you a new way to look at your health, do me a favor and hit that like button. And for more straight-up no-nonsense advice for men who want to thrive after 60, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notifications. Your best years aren't behind you. They're right here, waiting for you to claim them. Let's get after it.